Hello my viewer, thank you so much. This is Sign with Phylis again. I'm here to teach you more and more of sign language, to understand more what you need to do, what you need to to communicate, how to communicate using sign language. And today here we are going to look on the books of Old Testament and the New Testament. So Old Testament and the New Testament, the books in the Bible. So number one, we start with Genesis. This is how we sign Genesis. Genesis. And then Exodus, like this. Exodus. Exodus has two signs. So this is the first sign, Exodus, like this. Or our next sign is Exodus. Egypt, and then move away or leave. Egypt, move away or leave. And then number three, we have Leviticus. L hand shaped, and then we just draw like this. Leviticus. 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 And then we have Numbers. So how do we sign Numbers? So Numbers also has two signs. So Numbers like this. This is the first sign, Numbers. Or our next sign is Numbers. Numbers. Numbers like this, Numbers. And then we have Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy has no sign. What we need to do is we finger spell. Whenever they just mention the word that has no sign, make sure you finger spell the word. So let us finger spell the word Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy. Again, Deuteronomy. And then we have our next word is Joshua. So how do we sign Joshua? Joshua. Joshua like this. Joshua. Joshua. And then we have Judges. So Judges like this. Judges. Or our next sign, it has two signs, is Judges. Judges or Judges. Like that one. And then we have Ruth, the book of Ruth. Using our hand shape, you just tap it here. Ruth, like this. Ruth, Ruth, Ruth. And then we have Samuel. So how do we sign Samuel? Samuel, like this. Samuel, with a letter S. S, hand shaped, like this. Samuel. And then we have Kings, with a letter K. You initialize letter K and then Kings, like this. Kings, Kings, Kings. And then Chronicles. So Chronicles has no sign. What we need to do is you finger spell the word. So Chronicles, have just finger spelled Chronicles. And then Ezra. Also, Ezra has no sign, so we will finger spell the word Ezra. Ezra. And then our next word is Nehemiah. So how do we sign Nehemiah? So Nehemiah with the letter N. Remember this is letter N. So Nehemiah like this. Nehemiah with the letter N. Open palm, we just push it upwards like this, going frontward. So Nehemiah like this. Nehemiah. And then we have Esther, the book of Esther. So with the letter E, Esther. Just tap it here. Esther. 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 And then our next word is Job, the book of Job. So Job. Job. Job, that is the book of Job. Book of Job. And then Psalms, with the letter P, Psalms. It is a song. So Psalms, the book of Psalms. And then we have Proverbs. How do we sign Proverbs? So P-V. So Proverbs, like this. Letter P and then the V. P-V. Proverbs. Proverbs. And then our next word is Ecclesiastes. So this has no sign. We'll also finger spell the word. So Ecclesiastes. I've just finger spell the word. And then our next word is Song of Solomon. So Song of Solomon. So song, we'll finger spell the word Solomon. So song Solomon. Song of Solomon. The word Solomon, you need to finger spell the word. And then Isaiah. So Isaiah, like this. Isaiah, the book of Isaiah. And then our next word is Jeremiah. How do we sign it? So Jeremiah. Remember Isaiah, it is just a small finger pushing forward, but Jeremiah with a letter J. You draw letter J like this. You make a letter J. So Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah. And then our next word is Lamentations. How do we sign it? So Lamentations, like this. Lamentations. And then our next word is Daniel. So Daniel has no sign. What to do? We need to finger spell the word. So Daniel, like this. Just finger spell the word Daniel. Let us come again. Daniel. And then our next word is Hosea. And Hosea has the same sign with the other book. So what we need to finger spell it first before we make a sign. So Hosea. So Hosea. You finger spell first and then you make a sign. So Hosea, like this. Hosea. And then Joel. Also finger spell the word Joel. So Joel. And then the next books has no sign, and they are in the same list. So Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum. We all finger spell. Whenever they mention these books, just make sure you finger spell these books. Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, and Nahum. So our next word is Habakkuk. So Habakkuk has the same sign with Hosea. Remember Hosea, we sign like this. This is the same sign for Habakkuk because of the letter H. But what to do, you need to finger spell the word first before you make a sign for the learner or the viewer to understand the word better, or to know the sign of the word, what you are meaning on that word. So Habakkuk. So Habakkuk. So after finger spelling the word, you make a sign. So Habakkuk, like this. Habakkuk. And then Zephaniah, the next books, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi has no sign. In all these books, you need also to finger spell whenever they are mentioned. This is Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Has no sign. Sign have nothing. So what you do, you finger spell the words. So our next topic, we have the New Testament. New Testament or New Testament. So our first one is Matthew with the letter M. Matthew, like this. Matthew. Thank you so much, my viewer. Hope you have enjoyed learning with me, Sign with Phylis. Let us meet on the next episode, and our next episode will be on the New Testament. Just stay tuned as you enjoy what will be coming for you to understand more on the books of the Bible. Bye bye.